Greetings, gentlemen. So, this is OTR Ogre and Corgi, and this is going to be a little MGTOW philosophical moment. Like, link, and subscribe. Hell, even comment if you're bored. Now, I might be kind of a hard ass to some degree. I have standards, and I try to live by them. And one of the standards I have, and this is just my standard, you can do what you want, but if I believe that something's right or wrong, then I'm going to live by that. Now, that's what most people would say and do, but I argue that most people, they bend and break what they do based on the idea of, well, I know this person, he's my friend, and he's done this, I've known him my whole life. Now, my kind of attitude over the years has been, if you're willing to associate with people who do the things that you disagree with, then you don't actually truly disagree with what's happening. And so, if this person rolls in shit and then you hug them as a friend, you're then covered in shit. Now, I take this a step further. If I have friends that are a friend with someone I don't associate with, I don't want to associate with them because it also says their standards are that low and I don't want to be around them. Now, people say, this is far too rigid. I mean, you can't really hold it. But let me ask you something. Let's say you know a guy, and he's one of those guys who's like, well, fuck it, if a woman's putting it out, why shouldn't I get it? Well, let's say they both know she's in a relationship, and he knows she's in a relationship. Is this the type of quality man you're going to want to be around in general? Because if he's willing to potentially be a fucking homewrecker, and the same thing for her, if they're a homewrecker type of person, do you really want to be around that person? If someone's a thief, do you really want to be like, well, he's a good guy, he's just got some... No, he's a fucking thief. And then the people who tolerate them enable them. Yeah, I'm going to tell you why this is, why people do this. Resources are finite. That's the truth. They are. You know, we live in a pretty much post-scarcity world, but still, your friends, your associations. You know why a lot of ain't shit people never leave their hometowns? Because they got a network of people there that they can rely on. The people that have emotional feelings about the person. They're not willing just to say, no, I will not tolerate this. Until this man cleans himself of his shitty behavior, I will not associate with him. And, you know, people act like you know, the thing is that because you're disrupting the harmony, you know, everybody's like, oh, why can't you just get along? He's a good guy. No, he's not. And that's the key thing. You're being expected to take whatever morals you have, whatever beliefs you have, and you're supposed to curb that shit for everybody else's convenience. But you have to ask yourself, do you truly need what these other people bring to you? If you do, then you're going to have to negotiate. You're going to have to bend your own beliefs just to associate. And this is part of the reason I believe in being a minimalist. Because the less you need to get by and be content, be happy, the less you have to involve other people in the resource aspect of it. So if they have beliefs or actions they do that you just don't agree with, then you can choose to jettison those motherfuckers. And even further, the friends that still tolerate, like for instance, let's just say you had one of my buddy's dads, his ex-wife cheated on him, and he was all broken up about this. And this buddy of mine was there talking about it. Oh my God, there's gonna be a divorce and all this shit. We're out at the campfire, and this same guy was friends, another mutual friend who did sleep with one of my buddy's friends, and nobody ever fucked me over on it, but it was one of those things where I thought, well, if this is so wrong that you're crying about this situation to me, and about how it's going to screw up the whole family and stuff, but then you're hanging out with the friend who did this to somebody else, and I jettisoned the motherfucker that did it to the other guy. And then I thought to myself, I'm like, what type of hypocrite is this man? Oh, this is so horrible. It's horrible because it's happening to you. But you're tribalistic enough to realize, I don't want to lose this friendship, these resources and stuff, so I'll tolerate it when my friend does it to somebody else. What standards do you have? What true beliefs do you have that matter if you're not willing to uphold them in your own life? And there are times you will have to walk alone. But sooner or later, you're going to meet people who have the same foundational beliefs, and you are better off with these good people in your life. But I don't know. This is just my outlook. And I think a lot of this comes down to the idea that we're trained to tolerate deviancy in our own lives from a young age. We're trained to just accept fuck shit, you know. And a lot of times, wherever you're from, you've got to walk away from that area some days. I don't know. This is just my thoughts. You know, it's no use having standards unless you actually uphold your own standards in your life. So, this is OTR Ogre. Like, link, and subscribe. I'm out.